The efficient hybrid drive with 48-volt technology is a new development from Mercedes-Benz. The highlights of the new powertrain for compact vehicles are the new 4-cylinder combustion engine M252, the electro-hydraulically powered 8F EDCT automatic transmission, the electric motor and inverter integrated into the transmission housing in a side-by-side arrangement, and the 48-volt hybrid battery. The highly efficient drivetrain was developed by Mercedes-Benz engineers in Germany, according to proven quality standards. The drivetrain is designed as a front-wheel drive. A version with 4MATIC will be available as an option. The new 4-cylinder engine requires little installation space and with its transmission fits transversely between the steering knuckles. Further highlights are the compact charge air duct and the near-engine exhaust system in one-box design, which is prepared for future emissions standards. The segment turbocharger of the engine sets new standards in terms of performance, combined with maximum efficiency thanks to a switchable scroll connection. The engine has a displacement of 1,496 cubic centimeters and will initially be launched with 3 output levels of 100, 120 or 140 kilowatts. For reasons of efficiency, the petrol engine uses a combustion process based on the Miller cycle. The comparatively early closing of the intake valves reduces throttle losses and allows for a high compression ratio of 12:1. Another plus point is the very good NVH behavior, which is made possible, for example, by the double bulkhead concept familiar from higher vehicle classes. The bulkhead insulation has also been extended to the side of the A-pillar and the floor area. The M252 engine also has a comprehensive NVH package consisting of foam and covers to reduce sound dispersion. The new 8-speed dual-clutch transmission 8F EDCT is a unique selling point. It is called EDCT because of the space-saving electric motor integrated into the transmission housing. The power is connected and disconnected with the aid of 3 clutches. The ratios of the 8 shift stages are widely spread, which benefits efficiency because the engine operating points can be optimally adjusted. All 8 gears of the 8F EDCT transmission are available in the 3 different operating modes, from pure combustion engine drive to hybrid drive using both power units and purely electric driving. The electric motor is designed as a permanently energized synchronous machine and has an output of 20 kilowatts. The unit is integrated into the gearbox housing together with the inverter to save space. To increase efficiency, auxiliary units such as the refrigerant compressor are also integrated into the 48-volt network and operated electrically. The 48-volt battery has an energy capacity of 1.3 kilowatt-hours and weighs just 22 kilograms with integrated DC-DC converter. Thanks to a P2 layout, the hybrid drive can operate purely electrically in all 8 gears. The electric motor provides intelligent support, particularly at low engine speeds. Fully electric driving is also possible at high speeds, for example on country roads. Braking, similar to a battery electric vehicle, is primarily achieved via recuperation, which is available in all 8 gears. Thanks to the high recuperation power of 25 kilowatts, the battery is quickly recharged. The elaborate design measures result in a powerful and efficient drive that will meet the new Euro 7 emissions standard. The electric drive developed by Mercedes-Benz for the new CLA sets new standards in terms of efficiency. For the first time, Mercedes-Benz is using an 800-volt system and a 2-speed gearbox in the entry-level class. Much of the underlying technology is based on learnings from the Vision EQXX. The technological highlights of the drivetrain include an 800-volt electric architecture, batteries with new cell chemistry and high energy density, and the advanced drive units including a 2-speed transmission on the main rear axle motor and disconnect unit (DCU) on the front axle in the 4MATIC models. Other highlights include a silicon carbide inverter and the one-box. The compact up to 200 kilowatts rear electric drive unit is designed as a permanently excited synchronous machine on the rear axle. This has a significantly lower proportion, almost 0%, of heavy rare earths than previous motor generations. The high-performance power electronics feature a silicon carbide inverter for particularly efficient energy utilization. The drive architecture includes a 2-speed gearbox on the rear axle. First gear, with a short ratio of 11:1, offers excellent acceleration from a standstill, enables a high towing capacity, and also offers efficiency in urban traffic. Second gear, ratio 5:1 on the other hand, is designed for high efficiency on long journeys or at high speeds. The 4MATIC models also have an 80 kilowatt drive unit on the front axle. This is switched on at lightning speed only when power or traction is required. This is handled by the so-called disconnect unit, DCU, which Mercedes-Benz is now using for the first time in the entry-level class. The DCU decouples the electric motor from the front axle, so that the electric motor and parts of the transmission are stationary. This reduces front axle losses by 90% and increases the range. When the load is low, only the rear axle is driven, and the electric motor on the front axle is decoupled. If a higher load is required or there is a high recuperation requirement, the DCU is closed at lightning speed and the front axle is engaged. The entire engagement and disengagement process takes around 0.2 seconds and is not noticeable. Intelligent recuperation contributes to the high efficiency of the models on the MMA platform. Almost all braking operations in everyday life are carried out with the aid of recuperation and not mechanically via the wheel brakes. In principle, the MMA models can even brake electrically until the vehicle comes to a standstill and thus recover kinetic energy. The innovative battery system is based on a highly modular architecture and contains 2 different cell chemistries for the MMA platform. The top variant, with silicon oxide anodes for a high energy density, has a usable energy content of 85 kilowatt-hours. Here, the proportion of cobalt has been further reduced to around 4%. The entry-level version, with cathodes made of lithium iron phosphate, is available a few months after the market launch of the CLA. It has a usable energy content of up to 58 kilowatt-hours and does not require rare raw materials such as cobalt and nickel. The 800-volt configuration allows high-power DC charging with up to 320 kilowatts in the top version. Within 10 minutes, 36 kilowatt-hours of energy can be recharged. The one-box is the central energy supply unit, regardless of whether DC or AC charging is required. If navigation with electric intelligence is activated, the battery is preheated during the journey if necessary. This preconditioning allows it to reach the optimum temperature for fast DC charging at the charging point. Current traffic conditions, occupancy, and also the capacity of charging stations are taken into account when planning the route. Further model variants are planned for the near future. As shown in the concept CLA class, the all-electric CLA achieves a range of more than 750 kilometers WLTP. With an energy consumption of only around 12 kilowatt-hours per 100 kilometers, this is the 1-liter car of the electric age.